I'm gonna say Bob. I'm gonna say Bob. I definitely listen to a lot of both. I love both of them. Both I think are just icons. Really, just timeless. Just timeless, man. I'm sure these guys, every generation that comes into listening to music, sooner or later, are going to be touched by some of their music and influenced in some way, you know. But I guess Bob, I just hold a little closer. Just smoke a lot of weed, you know, and I don't do as much acid anymore these days. So, you know, my lifestyle is kind of more paralleling with Bob a little bit more, you know. But there definitely was a time where, you know, Bob was heavily in rotation. I mean, Jimmy was heavily in rotation. But overall, you know, even up to now, man, you know, I'd say within the last week, I was definitely bumping some Bob. Jimmy, I haven't been bumping Jimmy as much as Bob is. iPhone. No offense to the Crackberry crew out there, but I'm a super maxed out geek. Like I'm super about my iPhone. But you know, I know people got a lot of gripes with the iPhone. I still do. I mean, the battery on your phone should last more than fucking an hour or two off top. You know, I'll be the first one to admit it. But other than that, I think really the only critique I have about the iPhone is the limitations Apple puts on it. You know, I think the power of what's in that little fucking computer, I don't even call it a phone, it's a little computer, shit is powerful. And if they really got a little less greedy and stopped trying to monetize everything that the phone can do, even, I mean, there's a lot of iPhones out there, but it would really take over if they really unleash the power. But me, myself, not my phone, but a lot of friends I know have cracked iPhones, not mine. And if your phone is cracked, you basically can make your iPhone do whatever the fuck you want. And not my phone, but my homie's phone, like his shit just does. I mean, he gets every app there is. Not mine, but I do a lot of my iPhone. But I'll put it to you like this. You know, even all my little short movies you see, I shoot all them shits on my iPhone. I love that shit. I fucking watch movies, I listen to music, I do my BI on there, I do my Twitter. You know, I'm composing fucking emails and all that shit. Just everything you can possibly do, I'm doing it internationally. But fuck AT&T. That's the biggest part of it all. Fuck AT&T. If you do get an iPhone, crack it, and then fucking put a SIM card from Verizon or something else in there and get a good deal. But other than that, iPhone, I think it's one of the most incredible fucking inventions I've seen in a while, and I'm super into the iPhone. Reason definitely. Like I said earlier, I've been heavy on the Reason. Peace to my man James and everybody at Propeller Heads. You know, I've worked all these music conventions on the DJ tip, you know what I mean? But it gave me the opportunity when I'm working these things, I go see what Akai has this year, go see what Sonic had or whatever. But one year, and I don't know what year it was, but I was introduced to a gentleman by James who was running this, who was doing demos at this booth called Propeller Heads. They had a program called Reason. And so I sat there for like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, I was kind of on the run. And I was like, show me how to do this. How would you do this on this program? Okay, so how would you do this? Just like 10 things that I required myself to be able to do on my ASR. He just did them like this, without a blink. And he doesn't really, he's an electronic musician, not so much hip hop. But anything I asked him to do, he did it in less than, you know, 10 seconds, 20 seconds. So, you know, I was thoroughly impressed, so I connected with him, and he came out, like, you know, maybe a month later, he flew out to LA again, and came to my crib and set me up a Reason, and, you know, basically gave me just a straight tutelage and rundown how it works. And it took me a while, but you know, after a year of straddling the fence between Reason and my ASR 10, something just clicked, and I just really got the sound of Reason the way I wanted it to, and it started making every beat I made with the ASR 10 hard for the ASR 10 to hang. Like, I'd have to take the ASR 10 beat and do so much more in Pro Tools with it to make it catch up to my Reason beat sonically, you know? So I just turned a corner with Reason, and, you know, I'm going on 6 or 7 years now using it pretty exclusively. You know, I'm definitely hip to other things. Logic is definitely a platform that I'm in the middle of learning. Ableton, something else I'm learning also. I'm definitely super fluent in Pro Tools. But at this point, all these platforms and all these things are languages to me. And I think for what I do, I need to learn how to speak them languages, and at the least see what I'm missing. Technology and staying abreast of things is a part of what a DJ or a MC, or a beat maker or an engineer needs to do. You know, so. But I love both programs. I think they're both great. But I'm reasoned out. I'm gonna, just by a hair, I'm gonna lean with studio, because, you know, part of me, I like the environment. I don't really like being in clubs and shit at this point. You know, it's almost the last place I want to be is at a venue with a loud ass sound system. But I can't front. From the time we start a show to the end is like usually the highlight of my day when I'm on tour. The highlight of my month, even, you know what I mean? Like, dilated in live shows, it's pretty synonymous. Like, we love doing shows, and it's been a big part of our success, and it's been a continuing thing that is, whether or not we have a new record out, or we're on a major label or an indie label, we're guaranteed to bring a good show, and our core bands come out and support. And it's been something, you know, that we've never taken for granted. But at the same time, it's a weird thing. We also made music that translates to stage, and, you know, we wouldn't have anything to perform unless we had such fun at that studio too, and the chemistry that goes down there. But if I had to choose, I guess I'd want to choose the studio a little bit more. You know, I like being on stage, and the attention's fun, and the energy and the immediate gratification you get from performing, and they're right there in your face. You know, there's no faking it, there's no second take. There's a real rush from that, you know. But what can I say? I like being in the studio, smoking weed, and vibing out, and chilling, and making beats, and hanging out with my friends. As much as work I do in the studio, it's also, you know, my studio is like the clubhouse back home. You know what I mean? Like, it's, yeah, I like the vibe in the studio, rowdy. I like a lot of people up there. You know, to a certain degree, you know, but I like a lot of energy around. It's better, you know, I don't mind being by myself either, but the whole studio experience, I love it. I'm a studio rat. I don't go to the studio unless I stay there for at least 10 hours, it seems as if, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna pick the studio by just a hair.